And welcome back to the Elevation Styles podcast. This is episode 4. Yeah, we've gotten to episode 4.
Flying.
It's myself, host Phil, and once again, CEO, founder, and creator of Elevation Styles. It's Wanda. What's up, man?
How are you keeping, Phil? Episode 4. Wow, we're flying.
flying. I mean, that's nearly a month of podcast.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be talking, let's vibe, drink coffee, and talk about confidence in fashion. So, I mean, it's another kind of psychological thing that we'll be looking at. But I suppose first question I have to ask is confidence and fashion. How do they relate?
So yes, we'll be talking about confidence, but a little bit about confidence in general. Like in fashion, I find you have to act now like you have to dress for yourself. So let's say if you're putting on clothes. And you're feeling good about yourself, like, oh man, I'm looking good, I feel good. You start to feel confident in the things you're wearing, and like, for example, if you know your clothes are fitting well, or maybe they look nice, you got a new suit or you got new jeans, you feel better about yourself. So then this will reflect in like the style. So I want all my guys basically to pick a style that they like. I know some lads like the hypebeast style, some like the dapper style, streetwear style. I'm more kind of dapper streetwear, mix the two. And then you research about it. Because like, how are you meant to get confident about something if you're not putting in a little bit of research, a little bit of effort? Like I did a video about that. Effort goes a long way. So if you put in a little bit of effort, okay man, who wears this? Like maybe, for example, David Beckham. Oh, how did he wear that jacket? I'm not saying copy him out for out, but just take a few pieces from him. Like, and then start implementing them into your wardrobe. If you don't like it, you're like, oh no man, it doesn't look great on me. Okay, put it to the side. If you like it, keep it, add to it, and then you start feeling better about yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror, oh man, I look confident, I look good. Then you start feeling confident. And then secondly, try getting rid of clothes that make you feel like crap, basically. So I had a few t-shirts, like, the long line t-shirts. Yeah, they were good, like, but I just wasn't feeling good about them anymore. So I said, no, I'm going to get rid of these. I want to get something that's a bit more, the fit is a bit better because they were a bit looser. The fit is better. I feel better. I think I look better. So that's it. So get rid of clothes that don't make you feel good. So, and then try not to copy people's like outfit for outfit. So you can take a few things from a person, maybe like David Beckham again, a jacket or shirt, but don't try copy someone outfit for outfit, because again, the fits and where they got the things, it might be different. So you might put on that outfit and then you're like, no, it doesn't look great on me. Maybe just take the jacket from him, and then you might research, maybe get a t-shirt from somewhere else. So you want to try research and then implement them things together. And then you want to build yourself up as a character, but don't be a character of someone else, like copying someone else's character.
Yeah, there's no point in it. Although David Beckham's not a bad person.
No, he's not. He's not. And then you want to try separate try separate how you feel about your body and about how you feel about your style. So we all have insecurities, like about our body, like whatever. But when you're putting on clothes basically clothes would mask like your body. So clothes would basically mask your body. So this is why having clothes, it can give you that sense of like security, that sense of confidence. So what you put on actually does matter, because how you feel about your style will kind of affect how you feel about yourself. So hopefully that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. I mean, clothes obviously, I don't want to say they are a person, but they portray a person's, personality, I suppose.
Yeah, personality, yes.
So, and people see that. So if I walk out and I'm wearing rags and like that, I don't look very well, then people are going to start having a perception that I'm not well and that I'm not happy and stuff like that. Whereas if you're taking care of yourself, like you said, putting a bit of effort into what you're wearing, people think, oh, that person is somebody that puts effort into what he's wearing, so he probably puts effort into what he's doing.
Yes.
In general.
In general, yeah.
It's the same with your health, maybe even your hair and stuff like that. So clothing, fashion in that sense, I suppose, fashion does portray your confidence and
your
stuff
confidence,
like that.
Yes.
I mean,
because like for most guys, I find like confidence is the end all be all. Because like if like for most people, like I find like most people, if you really feel good about yourself, like in life, like good things tend to come back to you. But like if you're like bringing out negative energy or out in the world, blah, 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 you see, and then one thing, maybe your car might break down, next thing your house is on fire, next thing it's like, so I just want people to feel good about themselves, guys, to dress better, to feel great about themselves, and then that'll elevate them basically.
I totally understand that. I mean, I always, as I said on previous podcasts, when we talk about colours, I'd wear bright colours
to brighten your mood up.
Brighten my mood up.
Exactly.
I mean, so if I'm wearing bright colours, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling happy and stuff like that.
And
not necessarily if I'm wearing, black, I'm feeling sad or anything.
For me, I prefer wearing darker tones.
Which my bright. So I wear bright colours and it just elevates my mood.
Exactly.
I suppose then, if we're talking about fashion and confidence, we have to talk about confidence itself.
Yes.
So, in your opinion, how should guys, and we're just going to talk about guys here because the women's perspective is probably a little bit different.
It's different. It's different.
So just how should guys portray themselves and make themselves seem confident?
Like guys, like you just have to expand your horizon, try different things. So when you're trying different things, you have to get things done. Like, so for example, set out like a schedule for yourself. So for example, Phil, you're here, you have your own podcast as well, which is going great. Myself, Elevation. So you have to kind of try set deadlines and get things done, expand your horizon, because the saying is like, if you don't try new things, then how are you meant to get confident at things? Like, so for example, someone says, oh, I want to learn how to drive a car. How do I get confident driving a car? You have to go out and drive the car, like. And then nextly, I find for myself, exercising is great. I'm not saying like 120k and all, but just going out for a walk. Like just going out for a walk, whether it be with a friend, just clear your head, whether it be with your pet, just go out for a walk to the beach, get your car, man, I'm just going to go for a walk. Or if you're guys who hit the gym, try hitting the gym, or try getting involved in hobbies, like playing sports, like that trust me, that really improves your confidence, because you're put in scenarios where you have to interact with guys, you're building yourselves as a team. In the gym, you're meeting new people, different people. You might have a workout buddy. If you're on a walk, you might meet a guy, you start having a conversation. Next thing, you are friends, you are doing things together. Next, be fearless. I know that sounds mad, be fearless, but just fear, when you have a fear of doing something, it stops you from doing it. But like, let's say today, I was like, okay, I'm actually going to tell myself I want to get up at 6 o'clock. I want to try to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But like, oh man, it's too early. I said, no, I'm getting up. Next thing, I'm more productive. My day's more productive. I get things done. So try to eliminate that fear. Oh man, for my guys who are with girls, oh man, I want to go talk to the girl. Like, yes, I know, oh man, she might reject me. Yeah, but like, go up to her. You might actually have a great conversation. I know you feel like you're like, you're cracking on with the next thing, you're on a date. Like, you just have to be fearless. And then next one is try standing up for yourself. This is one thing which personally, like, I had to deal with, like, because sometimes I can be a yes man. Oh yeah man, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. But then sometimes you're like, oh man, I actually have to work on elevation. Oh man, I have to go to work. And then you're here like, you said yes to someone, but then you're like, oh no, probably shouldn't have said yes because now I don't have the time for it. That builds up confidence. You say, no, if I don't have time to do something, I don't have time to do it. I'll do it maybe at some other time. Or I'll do it when I have the time. And then you have to follow through with things. So if you put your mind to it, for example, Phil, I mentioned you with your podcast, you're following through with it. Okay, I have a deadline. I want to follow through on this. There's no point in saying, okay, I'm going to set a goal for myself. Man, I'll get it done whenever. No, you have to try follow through with it. And then if something, let's say of course we have lives, things happen. If something doesn't happen according to the deadline, what happened? So you need to make yourself accountable. What happened? Okay, how can I fix this for the next time?
Yeah.
And then think long term. Most people are short term thinkers. They're thinking about tomorrow. No, try to set long term goals. Think long term. So, okay, man, I want to save for a house. Long term. Okay, every month I'm going to be saving this amount of money. Okay. Think long term. 5 years down the line, when you have that house, oh man, thank goodness I had that long term thinking. And then lastly, try not to care about what others think. Now, this one here is a big one because we all care about what people think. That's how the world operates. But if you try focus on yourself, you notice people don't really care about you because they're just like, oh, he's doing his own thing, whatever. Yes, they watch, but they won't get involved with you as much. But if you're like caring about what he thinks, people then tend to get involved. They give you opinions. Sometimes it might be the wrong opinion, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, all great points there. Especially the last one with the caring thing. I only recently, not recently, maybe a few months ago, came into the thoughts of, for example, social media. So when I'm posting something up on social media and I'm thinking, oh, who's going to look at this now? But nobody actually really cares.
You see, that's the thing.
They don't really care. Like, I can post up a picture of myself just kind of doing whatever. And nobody really cares because when I look at people's social media, I don't care.
You don't care. Like, you just flick it through it.
So unless it really catches my eye, or it's something really out there, I don't really care if somebody's posting a picture of their kid or if they're posting a picture of a holiday or whatever, or having a drink.
Well, this is one thing, especially social media. Like, I did a video on elevation styles about, like, you know, the future of fashion and stuff. But like the way things are going, like social media, like everyone's building up like this social media image, but in real life they actually don't have a good image. So then I was like, that's the thing about caring. Like, think about this. If you're on social media, you might put up some, everyone's gonna be watching. But you don't know that person who's watching, they have their own life. They might be having difficulties. They might have everything. So they're just scrolling through social media like, oh, I don't know, did I put up the... Oh. That's why, like, I used to, when I first started Elevation, I'll put up a video, you'd be like, okay, who's going to be... Now I'm just like, if I put up a video, makes sense, guys are understanding, put it out there. Just put it out there. Like, you know, like, you never know, but put it out there, you know.
And that's just in general. Like,
that's just in general,
put whatever, like, whatever you're
something
doing,
just
put it out there.
People,
People mightn't like it. They mightn't agree with it. They mightn't watch it.
They
mightn't care about it. But if you care about it, eventually the effort and stuff like that will come through, and it'll come back, and you know, hard work pays off. Basically, is basically the message.
No, it does. I genuinely believe in that.
I suppose the last question then is, how has confidence and fashion, like, how have you overcome say difficulties in confidence and fashion and stuff like that, and how have yourself done it, and what advice would you give the listeners?
So that's a very, very good question, because, like, of course, it's especially fashion, like, it's good to follow idols, like, you know, you have people you want to follow. Again, this is where the first thing was, like, try not to copy people exactly what they do. So try implement hints of yourself. Like, for example, this podcast, like, you know, it's not like I'm just like, you don't want to copy Joe Rogan or something. No, but like, you want to bring a sense of your life into it. Bring a sense of
originality.
Originality. That's the word. Like, you know, you need to bring something to it. And then for me, like, I was during the pandemic, like, I gained a bit of weight and stuff like that, and then now I'm after losing it. Like, so I set myself goals, like, you know, like maybe I want to wake up early or want to lose a bit of weight. They're things that will help you improve your confidence. And in fashion, implementing my own style to things which I already have, these will help you improve as a guy. And then that's like overcoming difficulties. When you overcome difficulties, or when you get out of your comfort zone, then you start becoming confident. And then let me try to think of something else. For a lot of my guys, try cutting off negative people. Like, you know, especially, again, going back to social media thing, you tend to see a lot of negative things. So try cut down on that, on negative people that you know, man, this person here doesn't benefit me. Even if, let's say, if you're working in work and you know someone's very negative, like you just interact hi and bye. Like, you know, if you see people are negative, because it really it will start affecting you, and it just affects how you feel because you're thinking negatively and then you're feeding that out.
So, yeah, I mean, negative energy is a real thing. Same with positive energy. The more like-minded people that you have around you, the better you're probably going to, you know, more positively think. Like that. But if there's people around you that are, as you said, always talking negatively or speaking negatively or even just acting negatively, not even about the stuff you're doing, but about the stuff they're doing, it brings you down. A bit of a, you know, a kind of downer buzz, if you know what I mean.
And for another point there, like, sort of cut you off, but like, I look at you, like, you have your own podcast. Guys, make sure to go check out his podcast. It's class. The football saved my life. Like that's your passion. To get me football. Like, most guys, like, I only recently, like, discovered this, like my brother as well, like, he has a passion for the gym and stuff like that. Guys, do things you love to do. Like, I mean, go out there and do things you love to do. I know most guys like video games. If you have a like passion for video games, then like do your video games, but do things you genuinely like. You feel happy after doing it. You're like, man, I've accomplished something. And I think that's one thing which I was missing as a guy. Like, for me, I have a passion for fashion. I just love to dress well. Like, when I look at clothes, like right now I want to be going to the shops. I just love to dress. I love to, when I see a guy who's dressing well, I'm like, man, that guy knows style. Like, I just love the jackets. I love all that. So find things that you love to do. And then in turn, that makes you more confident. It just makes you happier. When you're happy, you feel more confident. Trust me.
Of course, everything comes comes easier.
Yeah, it comes easier.
In life. When you know you're confident and happy. I mean, that's all that we can really talk about there. We probably will be touching on that again, confidence and stuff like that, and maybe you know, types of scenarios where you know, what you can wear or what you can do.
That's coming
to
up,
make yourself feel more confident.
Like, even wearing on, like, I know a couple of guys. I got a few texts actually. 3 guys, what to wear on a first date, or what to wear if I'm going on an outing with a family. So these are scenarios where guys want outfits and stuff. So yes, we'll be talking about that.
So all these topics will be coming up in future podcasts. That is episode 4, done and dusted.
Yes.
Hopefully episode 5 will be out after this one, obviously, in the next couple of weeks. So that's it from myself, Phil, and Tawanda, nice talking to you. And once again, you can find Tawanda and Elevation Styles on every social media platform. We're not even going to go through them anymore.
He's on how to find.
He's on everything. Just type in Elevation Styles in any social media platform.
Any social media platform.
And of course, this podcast can be found on Spotify. And so that's it. Thank you for listening and have a good day.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.